Assalamu alaikum. Is this even live? I have no idea if this is. I never know if this is live. Helene, is it live? Can you guys see anything? Oh, mashallah. Okay, I see comments, but the video isn't even playing for me. Oh, okay, cool. I always have issues with these things. All right. How you guys doing? So you guys are doing okay? Oh, it's quite hot today. And just received this package from Dar al-Arqam, so I'm gonna get to it. Yeah, and as you can tell, it's really a pro when it comes to cutting up packages. Just using a regular kitchen knife, and I think give me a sec. Sorry about that. Is this? I don't even know what this is. Is there something here, or is it just like paperwork? Not paperwork. Oh, okay. It is something. MashaAllah. Okay, cool. This is الرسالة الجامعة والتذكرة على مذهب الإمام أحمد بن حنبل. And it's by a Hanbeli scholar who passed away in the year 1301, so about 100 years ago. And I believe this is it's an original. I mean, I could be mistaken, but it seems like no one has printed this before Dar al-Arqam. So you guys can and Ali Khair, the owner of Dar al-Arqam, sent me this and a bunch of stuff in here. I'm not sure why this is outside. I guess I'm going to find out in a bit. And yeah, it obviously is in Arabic, and it's a list of fiqhi chapters. Yeah, mashallah. It seems to be quite concise. I'll happily be going through this later today. Let's continue the unboxing. Okay. I'm not, again, excuse me, I'm not a pro. I'm not a pro at unboxing stuff. Okay. This might take a bit longer than it should. I hope I'm not destroying anything inside. Where's Sheikh Uthman when you need him? Okay. I don't follow Hanbeli fiqh, but yeah, I'm interested. I am interested. Folks, you can pick this up from the Dar al-Arqam website. Inshallah, I'll be linking to it. Yeah, I am using a knife. I think there are these special knives for this sort of thing. MashaAllah. Okay. Okay, it seems like I'm getting more than I thought I would be getting. All right. Okay. Finally. MashaAllah. Okay. So we have, MashaAllah, introduction to the Hanbeli madhab. Yeah, this is introduction, ya shabab. Okay, Ibn Badran Dimashqi. This is introduction. It's introduction, but it's literally, it's 900 pages. It's a 900 page. It's 900 page introduction, mashallah. يعني الله يجزيهم الخير. يعني folks at Dar al-Arqam are quite generous. الله يبارك فيك يا أخي عدنان ما شاء الله. Okay. الحمد لله. A commentary on بيقونية. ما شاء الله. And what I like about this stuff is, apart from the little ribbon, which makes it a lot easier, is you have the Arabic and the English side by side. So, definitely useful. I love that Arqam prints. Okay. Oh, Sharaf Ashab al-Hadith. Wonderful book. Wonderful book. I do have a copy of this in Arabic, but hey, getting it in English is quite nice. Very good. Very good. It's quite enjoyable, Sharaf Ashab al-Hadith. And this is something I've read. I would recommend you folks who are interested in al-Hadith to definitely pick it up. The Secrets Within the Order of the Quran by Jadin Suyuti. This is good. Jadin Suyuti, huh? Not Jadin Tabari. This is important, folks. This is important. I don't have a copy of this. I'm very grateful. I will definitely be going through this one soon, inshallah. By the way, sound is fine, yeah? Sound should be good. I hope it sounds good. Okay, give me a few seconds. I'm curious about what's going on here. Oh. Okay. So yeah, it speaks about the order of verses and the significance of the order of verses. MashaAllah. I really enjoy this sort of thing. Books on this nature, I really appreciate. Okay, I'm just getting a question here. When are we getting a video in regards to the book? Sierra, maybe tomorrow. Inshallah, tomorrow. I'll try to get that out soon. Okay. All right. MashaAllah. And this is On the Oneness of God by Ibn Taymiyyah. Apparently, there are some important chapters, an important chapter that had to be translated into English. And this is from okay, it's from Sharh al-Isfahani. It's a section that was translated. Yeah, mashallah. Okay. All right. مجموع رسائل في الاعتقاد والأصول. ما شاء الله. إمام المحدث محمد الكندلوي. Okay, I have no idea what this is. I haven't come across this before. Okay. Okay, so a section on Iman, a section on Islam. Okay, so it's a bunch of different rasail. MashaAllah. Okay, seems quite interesting. And is it okay? It's 3 volumes of this, and I need some time. I need some time to go through this. All right. So I'm gonna fall over, inshallah. All right, and alhamdulillah, finally, happy to finally get some copies of my necessity of hadith. This was just printed a couple months ago, and it's nice. It's nice to finally have it in book form. It's quite short. I intentionally wanted it to be short. I don't want to overburden anyone with lengthy material. Any sort of this stuff, you could just go on and on with subjects like this, with topics like this. And I've seen someone like in the Arabic language write a book on this sort of topic, but it just went way too overboard. So the topics that I cover here include. Okay, so of course, first of all, I'm just going to read for you folks what I included in the back cover, and it has the necessity of hadith and the disconnect, of course, the disconnect between the Quran-only approach and the Quranic text. Imagine a religion in which its adherents openly reject every saying, action, and event surrounding their Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. It's a Quranist's reality. So, imagine this, yeah? Imagine like a Christian says, I'm only going to follow the statements of Jesus, and I'm going to ignore all the events that surround his life in the Gospels. You don't have anything like that. You don't have Christians that say stuff like that. And that technically is what's going on with Quranists, to be honest. It's a position that really doesn't make any sense. In any case, I carry on by saying, what exactly would lead to this stance, this skepticism towards hadith? What would cause a Muslim to reject the teachings of the Prophet, peace be upon him, the Prophet that he adores? Everything about Islam is questionable without hadiths. What exactly do we know about the Prophet of Islam, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, without hadiths? Never mind his biography. We can't even ascertain his identity. The Quran only identifies him as Muhammad. Couldn't this be referring to Muhammad bin Maslama instead of Muhammad bin Abdullah? There are several other Muhammads in that period. So that's the issue. That's the issue with Quranists. What did they make of this? And I actually have spoken to one. He was like, doesn't matter. We don't need to have that information. Unfortunately, well, alhamdulillah, most of them won't say stuff like that, but sometimes you have folks that say things like that. This book is directed to hadith rejectors, to Muslims in general that are on the fence, as well as conservative Muslims that seek to reaffirm their stance in regards to the authority of hadiths. It's a recommended read, guys. Again, I kept it short because I don't want, because time is short, life is short. And since life is short, I respect your time. And yet, at the same time, I want you folks to benefit. The sections that I have ordered this work to include the first generation of Muslims, in which I speak about the Sahaba and how they approach hadith, the first century in general and how they approach hadith, the details of prayer, which is, and I like to believe that the arguments that I'm presenting are unique. I try not to take much from authors that have written about the subject in the past. So, inshallah, it's a unique approach. And then I spoke about the verses that are used by Quranists, verses that condemn hadith, according to Quranists, and the claim that the Quran states that everything can be found in the Quran, and how to deal with that. And objections like that. I also deal with the Quranists' objections to the system, and they have a bunch of objections towards the system of hadith. Make claims like hadith documentation is 200 years late, Bukhari is unreliable, things of that nature. And then a very, very important section, which should be perhaps the bread and butter for all of these sorts of discussions: how to access the Quran without hadith and I mean, if you're going to say I'm just Quran only, I'm not going to be I'm not going to be using anything apart from the Quran, then you have a major issue, because you're not going to be able to recite the Quran if you are going to stick to the Quran alone and you're just dealing with the book directly without anything else. You're not even going to be able to recite the Quran. You're going to make sense of the Uthmanic Codex, and then there are other matters revolved around this as well. How to understand the Quran through Hadith, and understanding the Quran through Hadith is another section which I find quite important, and I discuss the clarity of the Quran and the historical context of the Quran, and finally a little section on the prophecy the prophecy made by the Prophet, peace be upon him, about Hadith rejection. So yeah, those are the main things that are covered in this book. Again, I'm going to inshallah link to the Dar al-Arqam website, a link to the book. So those of you that are interested can pick it up through there. Yeah. All right. Sorry about that, folks. Too many questions here that I did not get a chance to see. Is this live still on? I'm guessing it's still on. Okay. Okay, so I haven't really read Ahmad Hamada's book. I haven't read Ahmad Hamada's book. It's the exact same title, and after it's actually called Necessity of Hadith. And after this book got printed, I was at a bookstore, and I said to myself, this is really interesting. Maybe I would have changed the title if I had come across his title. But there are a bunch of, I mean, the topics, while there are some similarities, just by going through his table of contents, it is a very different book. All right, folks, I'm just going to leave it there. I don't want this live stream to be too long. And yes, Yassine, they do ship worldwide. Shipping costs, I do understand, sometimes can be annoying. Sometimes, in many places around the world, they do actually ship to bookstores. I mean, right now, the book is available in the UAE, in Dubai, and it's available in, I think Malaysia, and it should be available in the US and other countries soon as well. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to go over 20 minutes, guys. Keep it short. Sahifat Hammam bin Munab authentic? Yes, it was. Was it written during the time of the Prophet, peace be upon him? No, it wasn't. All right. Where do you buy it? Inshallah, I will link you guys to it as soon as the stream is done. I'll pin it up in the pinned comment. Where in Dubai? It's called Dean Square. I think it's called Dean Square. Yeah, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure 100%. I can't remember the name of the place. I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. So, in any case, I'm gonna bounce. I'll catch you guys later. Oh, no ebook version yet. Perhaps when it goes out of stock, perhaps Dar al-Arqam may make an ebook version available, but not at the moment. Yalla, folks. Assalamu alaikum.